Hello guys, hope you are doing great. So today we are gonna go deeper into the supply and demand concept. So after the theoretical aspect of supply and demand and the different types of supply and demand, today we will gonna go through the lower time frame order block refinement. So one thing we can do if possible is to refine down an order block. To refine down an order block, we need to find one in higher time frame and then go in the lower time frame to see where the momentum happened. Price will usually come back where that momentum started and we will be able to follow the price. Refine an order block has multiple advantages. You can have better risk-reward ratio, you are more precise with your analysis and you have less drawdown on your trade. The refinement has to be done step by step. You will not refine a daily order block into an M1 order block. There is no sense. The example below shows us an order block refinement. On the left, we have a higher time frame chart, for example a 1 hour, and as you can see we take the last up candle before the big drop which broke the structure. On the right we have the same chart but in lower time frame, here M15 for example, and as you can see before the drop price accumulates order in lower time frame and creates a doji. We have the resting imbalance here and the area of momentum is clear. We have all we need to refine our order block and be able to decrease our stop loss by 7 pip to get now a 3 pip stop loss, which multiply our risk reward by 4 to get 10 risk reward. So we go from 2.5 risk reward to 10 risk reward. So it's pretty nice to be able to refine the order block when the market is clear. But you have to keep in mind that those kind of entry are still risk entry. When price taps into, for example, an M15 order block, we generally wait for a switch of structure into this order block to show us that the order block is really good. So, for example, when price will come back into this order block here, we will wait for this kind of setup into it in 5 or 1 minute, for example. So we will wait for a switch of structure which will create a new order block that we will be able to follow. But those kind of refinement order block are for the entry type video because we have many things to take care about those kind of entries. So that's why I keep more videos to explain you. It's a really important concept to note and to apply into your strategy to get you more comfortable with your trading. Because, for example, if you are taking 2.5 risk reward trade and you are a trader with a 30% win rate, on 10 trades you will win 7.5 R, but you will also lose 7 R, which will give you in the total 0.5 risk reward. But now let's imagine that you are the same trader, but you are trading with a refinement of your order block and also a refinement of your stop loss, which will give you a higher risk reward ratio. And so now you are a trader with 10 risk reward ratio per trade, and here you win 3 trades, you get 13 risk reward ratio. You also lose 7 trades, so in the total you have 23 risk reward. And this stuff can literally change the way you are looking at the chart, because when you know that you can make a month in 2 or 3 trades, you are looking differently at the markets. I see many people looking at each order block trying to take 5, 7, 9 trades a day. But relax, guy, if you are following your strategy and you have 10, 15 risk reward trade, you are not the best trader of the world because you have, it's good, but you have only 13% win rate, so 70% of the time you are wrong. But at the end of the bond, you made 23 R, and it's really important to note because a profitable trader is not someone who win all the time. A profitable trader is someone who apply his strategy every time like a robot. The only way you cannot be profitable with this kind of risk reward in your month is because you don't follow your plan and you take many trades that doesn't fit to your plan, and that's why at the end of the month you don't have the risk reward that you must have. Now we see all of that, guys. I will show you some example of bullish and bearish order block refinement into the real market. Okay guys, so for the first example, we are on the chart of EURUSD on the 1 hour time frame on the left and the 50 minutes on the right. So on the 1 hour time frame, as you can see, we were in a bullish market structure. Here price creates a little structure, then creates a little liquidity before the big move which broke the structure. So we take the last down candle before the big move which broke the structure, and in 1 hour time frame, if I take my entry here on the bottom of this order block, on the top of this order block, bullish order block, and I have my TP on a swing high, I have a stop loss of 8.5 pip and risk reward of 8.3 risk reward. So now if I go lower into the M15 chart, I can see that price here delivery as the same way, but in 50 minutes. So we have a mini candle here, and as you can see here, price did literally the same. So we have the last down candle before the big move. Here price come back into the order block, but price doesn't mitigate the 50%, so the order block still valid for me. After price pushed up and broke the structure in 1 hour time frame, it also broke its structure here in 15 minutes. So now if I refine my 1 hour order block, I can refine it to this candle here, and if I follow the exact same TP, this trade will have a 4.5 pip stop loss and a 16 risk reward ratio. So as I told you at the start of the video, you have to keep in mind that generally on this kind of POI, we are more looking for a switch of structure in a lower time frame, like 5 or 1 minute, for example. So we bounce into the order block in 50 minutes. We switch structure into the 1 minute, which create another block, and here now we can follow the market. But as I told you, I will make many videos about that in the future. So now here we are still on EURUSD, but here on the left we have a 50-minute chart, and on the right we have a 5-minute chart. So here, as you can see on the 50-minute chart, price breaks structure here, swing structure, and after price comes back into the POI. So if we take the bottom of the POI, we get a 10 pip stop loss with a 3.5 risk reward. Now here, if we consider that as a complete candle, we take the 50% of the zone, and we can get a 8 risk reward trade. So now if we go into a lower time frame into this leg and see where the momentum started, we can see that the momentum start after this big push of liquidity here, which sweep equal here. And also we have still many imbalance that we didn't see in the 50-minute chart. So with this imbalance, we know that the price can come back with more probabilities, because if here price was mitigate all the time, we know that the price has less probabilities to come back. But here we know that the price has imbalance, so there is much more probabilities that the price will come back. And if we consider this as not a complete candle and take the same TP as the M15, we have 11 risk reward, which is better than if we take the 50% on the 50 minutes. And if I consider this one as a complete candle and I take the 50%, now my risk reward is 18.8 risk reward. So as you can see, the refinement can be so much great, but you have to use it with strict rule and backtest it. As I told you in the start of the video, you can't refine an hobby from a daily to 1 minute, because you will have many momentum here and you will not be able to find the right hobby. So use it with wise, really create strict rules, and don't want to rush it. There is no need to rush it. Trading is 60-70% of patience, and you have to understand that being profitable is not taking 20 trades a day. Okay, being profitable is be able to make profits months over months. As you can see, the refinement can also show you where is the liquidity. For example, here some people would have said that the order block was mitigated. But if I go into the 5-minute chart, I can see that I have approximately equal highs, so momentum shifts, before a zone with a lot of imbalance. So if I look into the market here, it's not as much clear, but if I go down into the 5 minutes, then is very much more clear. It's useless to try to refine a 15 order block into an M1 order block if the M1 of the block don't give you a better view and better probabilities, because sometimes you will just find that you can have an M15 order block like that, and if you refine it in 5 minutes, your entry will be there, and so you will have a better entry in 15 minutes. So that's why you have to work on it and to find when you have to refine your order block and when it's good to do it. So here I don't see a lot of stuff in M15, so I can go in M5 to see clearly better the market and see how it can go after. So guys, this is the end of this video for the order block lower time frame refinement. So I hope you enjoy this one and you will be able to refine your order block and be able to have better risk reward ratio. So I see you on the next video, guys. Bye bye.